Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome to you all in the virtual learning system, Pakistan International School, Thai. Dear students, we are going to continue chapter number 2. This is grade 10, subject Pakistan Studies, chapter 2, Pakistan in the World Affairs. This is lecture number 5. I am Muhammad Yunus. Dear students, we will discuss today Pak India Relations, relation between Pakistan and India. Here are some main points. I will explain one by one. Number 1, main dispute Kashmir issue. The main dispute between Pakistan and India is the Kashmir issue, and without its solution, the relations cannot be improved. Better ties can be established between both countries in all the fields if it is resolved. Pakistan has always showed a positive attitude, but India is not serious about resolving this issue. Number 2, Indus Water Treaty 1960. For resolving the water issue, the Indus Water Treaty was signed between India and Pakistan in 1960. India is still violating this treaty. The Shimla Pact was signed by both the leaders after the War of 1971, whereby they agreed that their differences would be resolved through discussion. According to Indus Water Treaty, the division of the rivers made possible. 3 rivers given to India and 3 western rivers given to Pakistan. Number 3, cooperation through SAARC 1985. SAARC is an organization among the countries of South Asia. Both countries made efforts to increase cooperation through South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. S stands for South, A for Asian, second A for Association, R for Regional, C for Cooperation. Since 1985, but that produced no satisfactory result. The Prime Ministers of Pakistan and India got a chance to meet at the SAARC conference in 1988, and a pact was signed to restrict each other from attacking their nuclear sites. Number 4, some betterment of relation between India and Pakistan in 1999. Some betterment of relation appeared in Pakistan and India in 1990. Mutual trade and travel facilities were increased. No efforts can be fruitful without the solution of Kashmir issue amicably. Pakistan is firm in its stand that the Kashmir issue should be settled according to the resolution of United Nations and the wishes of the helpless Kashmiris. Resolution of United Nations is that there will be plebiscite or the voting and the opinion of the people will be respected according to the wish of the Kashmiri people. Pakistan is firm in its stand that the Kashmir issue should be settled according to the resolution of United Nations and the wishes of the helpless Kashmiris. Number 5. Agra Conference 2001. Agra Conference was held between the President of Pakistan and the Prime Minister of India from 14th to 7th July 2001. The 3 days dialogues in this conference proved unsuccessful. The discussion between these two countries cannot make the possible a positive result. Bilateral dialogues in 2004 and 2030. Bilateral means from both sides there must be a negotiation, or you can say the table talk. In SAARC conference organized in January 2004 in Islamabad, the talks were held between the President of Pakistan and Indian Prime Minister, and many other agreements were settled. In 2013, during the General Assembly's session of United Nations, a meeting was also held between both prime ministers and vowed to continue bilateral dialogues. Up now, there is no fruitful result of the dialogues between Pakistan and India on the issue of Kashmir. Still, this issue is burning. But nowadays, the situation of Kashmiri people is very crucial and dangerous. Simply, we can say the relation between Pakistan and India were not in good position in any time, and the main cause is that the Kashmir issue. Dear students, we will discuss now Pak-Afghan relations. Afghanistan is also a neighboring country of Pakistan, which is located to the west border of Pakistan. It has the longest boundary among the neighbor countries. The length of boundary is that 2,250 kilometers approximately, and it is also a neighbor Islamic country. Afghanistan always our our neighboring Islamic country. Both countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan, have old religious, historical, cultural, racial, and geographical relations. Number two, no pleasant relation. Pakistan has had no pleasant relations with Afghanistan in the very beginning. Afghanistan recognized Pakistan very late, and diplomatic relations were developed in February 1948. This shows that Afghanistan was not pleasant with the establishment of Pakistan. Devon Line. This is a border line between Pakistan and India. Foreign Secretary Government of India, Sir Henry Mortimer Durrand, and Afghan King Amir Abdul Rahman signed an agreement for the permanent solution of the border issue in 1893. With the name of Mortimer Durrand, this line is also known as Durrand Line, and it is a border line between Pakistan and Afghanistan. It finalized the border line. Afghanistan accepted the Durrand Line as an international border, but later on disputed the treaty. Number four, Afghanistan is a landlocked country. Pakistan provided always transit routes. Afghanistan is a landlocked country. It means Afghanistan has no any seaport or the coastal area on fourth side. So Afghanistan always made its trade activities through Pakistan. It does not have access to the sea. Afghanistan was facing difficulty in establishing trade relations with other countries. Keeping the situation in view, Pakistan provided transit facilities to Afghanistan. Permission was accorded to transport goods from and to the seaport of Karachi. But nowadays, a new and big seaport, Gwadar seaport, started to work, which is very near to Afghanistan. Next, relation in 1978 and 1979, 30 lakh refugees came in Pakistan. Relation was strained again after an army revolution in Afghanistan. In April 1978 and the December 1979 Russian invasion, Afghan government used the Russian army to crush the opposition. 30 lakh refugees left their country and sought refuge in Pakistan. Pakistan gave them refuge for humanity and Islamic spirit. Nowadays also, Afghanis are settled in Pakistan and they got the refuge on that time. And from a long period, they are living there. Next, the tragedy of World Trade 11 September incident. The tragedy of World Trade Center on 11 September 2001 provided America an excuse for attacking Afghanistan. The Taliban government was removed and a new government was appointed. Pakistan extended cooperation to the new government and gave financial aid for the construction of Afghanistan with the promise to keep up this support after the departure of foreign armed troops from Afghanistan. It is expected good relation between the two countries. But up to now, there was no any time when Pakistan has good relation with Afghanistan. Dear student, this is the end of this lecture today. There is homework. Question number one, what is meant by Durand line? You can find very easily. I told you now. Question number two, when and where did the World Trade Center tragedy take place? Number three, long question. You will learn and write question number 2 and 5 from the exercise, which you can see on page 32 and 34. Thank you for watching the lecture. Goodbye.